In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
John, what are you doing over there?
Nothing.
You fucking cutting lines on the bar, dude?
Somebody left me some fun stuff. I'm just gonna...
The booger sugar? No balls, you snort that.
I'm just going to lay this next to it and see if anybody notices. Are we recording?
Of course we are. Fuck boys.
I'm glad I asked before I said what I was about to say.
It's Thursday. We got sticks in our hands, drinks in our mouths, and John's got some booger sugar on the bar.
Lines on the table.
Johnny boy, what the fuck
Some
we
of that
about to do?
Peruvian marching powder.
What the fuck we about to do, buddy?
We're about to masturbate, boys.
Yeah, we are.
Very quickly.
That is right. It is time for Freedom Friends Master Debate, where us, the D-Gens that you love so much, just solve the world's problems one mediocre fucking topic at a time. For you, our fine Freedom Friends out there. Tonight's topic, I got phoned in to me. And I think we've talked about this before on the podcast, but it was never a debate topic, right? If you could go back for like into your military service,
Ooh.
all right?
Let's spin that Rolodex real quick.
Yeah, right. And you could go. What's one military school that you would go to if you could pick any of them? Like cross branches, anything. Like any fucking military school that you like. Like Dave, when you were joining the Air Force, what's one thing that you wanted to do? You know, like or whatever. For instance.
PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go pararescue.
Yeah.
That's a cool fucking job.
I mean, that's, that was kind of the pinnacle.
That was the path.
Yeah. I mean, that was like in basic, they would pull us all out and they would just say, if you want to test, we'll take 50 of you and 5 of you might pass.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was always cool. And I wound up doing some of that later on in life when I went and got my EMT and went to medic school. But yeah, no, like if I had the opportunity, I would definitely have trained a little bit harder and actually gone after that. So
My oldest brother, the PJ.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a PJ during Desert Storm.
Does he have the green feet?
I don't know.
Nah. Ask him if he's got the green feet.
Okay. I don't
He'll know.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
No fucking idea. I've never heard that expression.
Yeah, it's a pair of. Do you remember the foot decals that were like the stylized things you used to see all the time back in late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
So there's 2 of them side by side, and basically every PJ I've ever met, which is all of like 6, always wind up getting them tattooed on their ass.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. So my brother Donnie, he's adopted. He's an adopted brother. He's an American Indian. He's a Sioux Indian, right? Darker complexion dude.
Yeah.
Fucking like one of the fucking greatest guys I've ever met and known, right? Like just grew up with him. I was just always like, he was almost more like an uncle, but he was like my brother.
Yeah.
Type of thing,
What was
I
the
mean?
age difference?
Oh shit. In 91, so
I was gonna say if he was a PJ in
I was
Desert
9
Storm,
years and he was a PJ in 91, so I was 9 years old in 91.
Yeah.
So I'd say
years.
20
Yeah.
years, probably a 20
Yeah.
year difference. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. He's in he's pushing 60 now.
Yeah.
God damn.
You're old, sir.
Fuck. Fuck, dude.
You're pushing 40, bro.
Fuck, I had to call him.
I don't know.
So are you, bitch.
John, you
We're the same age, dog.
you obviously didn't cook that grenade off a little bit before you threw it because it took a little
I was
bit
hoping
more.
he didn't catch it. I was hoping that one just landed at his feet.
Fuck. That's funny. I actually talked about it today at work. Coworker had asked me. She was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm fucking." Well, I was talking to Caitlin, Jazz's wife, and she was talking about her birthday, and then she was talking to her coworker Kelsey, and she was like, "Oh, my birthday's on this." She's like, "Oh, Mikey's is this day," because we know each other's birthday. And she's like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "How old are you gonna be?" And I was like, "I'll be the big 40." And she was like, it was almost like her surprise. I was like, "What are you trying to say, bitch?" Like, what are you trying to say? You thought I was already 40? Fuck you. God.
Yeah, age jokes suck, don't they?
Fuck you, Grandpa.
So, in my military service, if I could pick anything, it'd be a P-51 Mustang fighter pilot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
But no, in
World
my,
War II?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
That was,
no,
that was your favorite war that you were in, huh?
He was around that time.
Yeah.
but no, I think
He's like a sergeant major by then. Shit.
in all actuality, I think I always wanted to go to SEER school, but I think if I had a top choice, it would have been probably Halo.
Yeah.
I think would have been my top choice.
I
for
think
school.
Halo would have been on my list. I went to SEER school, and let me tell you, just be glad you didn't. It fucking sucks.
I wanted it for me. Like that's just for me. Like
So I went to the one on Coronado in San Diego.
yeah.
So it's the same one that SEALs run and stuff like that, and they do that. And that one fucking sucked. But the East Coast one they do in Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Can you imagine the winter package SEER school? No, thank you. No fucking way. I remember when I got to my unit, there was a dude who had went to that SEER school there. And we were like trading stories, and I was like, "Bro, I got the fucking B team SEER school." Like, holy fuck! Like, dude, this dude was fucking hard.
You want to talk about shit like that? So one of the kids that I grew up with actually wound up going and becoming a SEAL. And I was over at his stepdad's place because he was on the EMS squad.
Yeah,
And he had just gotten off the phone with him. This kid was up in Alaska doing cold weather and cold water training.
Yuck.
Basically, they go out on an ice pack, cut a hole through the ice, and drop your ass in there.
Yeah.
Leave you in there for like 5 minutes, and then pull you out, throw you in a warming tent for about 2 minutes, and then throw you back in the water.
yeah.
And he's like, I don't like this.
I'm telling you, dude. like the disparations between training between like regular fucking military, like your regular average grunt, and the special operators that we have.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Like the differences are crazy. You know what I mean? Like the amount of money and training that we dump into those guys is fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
just insane. Fuck, I don't know. Halo would have been high on my list.
Yeah.
I think Halo would have been really high on my list.
I have opposite schools. I have two, and they're either one I would have taken.
Yeah.
But they're polar opposites. One's Halo,
Yeah.
way up high in the sky.
One scuba.
One is scuba,
Yeah.
way underneath the ocean.
Yeah. So,
But doing a military scuba school, like Army scuba school,
Yeah.
I think that'd be fucking.
Marine Corps scuba school is a fucking bitch. I heard it's one of the
Army,
hardest
Army
ones that
scuba
we
school is the
did.
same fucking
I
way.
think
Yeah.
they're all the same school.
It might be
Yeah.
the same school,
It's all,
actually.
they're all in Key West.
They literally,
Yeah.
literally they drown you
Yeah.
yeah.
and then bring you back.
Well,
and they're
because
like,
there's-
now you know what it's like, and
There's
don't fucking do
there's
it again.
3 levels of drowning, and they bring you to number 2. And it's like kind of drowning, you're fucking drowning, and you died.
Yeah.
And they bring you to like you're fucking drowning.
Yeah.
Like it's like fuck, man. That's
Like,
crazy.
You're halfway across the Rainbow Bridge, and then we called you back.
Yeah, they do that they do the same shit during McQuist when they do Marine Corps Combat Water Survival Safety Instructor, which is basically you teach Marines how to swim, essentially. But before you can do that, they're gonna fuck you up. Right? And I know recon guys that failed that school.
Yeah.
That are fucking like amphibious reconnaissance dudes who are their entire job is to like swim under the water in a fucking like they jump their Zodiac in a fucking boat or in a fucking river and then swim under that fucking thing upstream and then pop up and murk motherfuckers and then swim the fuck back out. They well,
Right.
pop up, murk people, take pictures, and then swim the fuck back out. and they failed that school, and it's like, dude, that's a fucking gnarly school. And I was like, that's terrifying.
The 160th school, they drowned you too.
Meanwhile, my buddy C-Jack, who's a fucking dunce admin dude, he's an 0111 admin chief, right? Like the pogest of the pogue, fucking went there and crushed that school.
Nice.
He's like, I'm a fish, bitch.
I did a little recon when I was down at Cape Cod once.
Yeah.
And we was down there at my family's house, and we took out a little, pretty much the size of a Zodiac, but it wasn't inflatable. It was an actual boat.
Sure.
And we were fucking shit-faced. And we went upstream, fucking killed the motor, rolled out of the boat, swam probably 300 yards downriver, climbed up on this dude's boat, stole his fucking flag off his boat, and at the time our little fucking skiff was floating by because of the current, swam back up, got in the boat, started the engine, fucking hauled ass back to where we were, pinned that flag up the next day.
That's awesome.
I thought for sure it had something to do with girls.
They were there. They were there.
They were there.
But they weren't on
Sure.
the boat with us.
Yeah.
They were like, y'all are fucking retarded. We're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, fucking totally. Fucking totally. Yeah, scuba would have been cool. Halo would have
Yeah,
been cool.
I if I had a choice, if like you can pick either one, I'd go with scuba over Halo.
I would have liked to have completed drill instructor school
Yeah.
and been a hat and like train Marines. I think that would have been really, really fulfilling for me.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, just my career took that turn, and like I had to fucking go back to the fleet and go hook and jab.
Everybody that I've talked to that's a drill sergeant was like, it was the most amazing, horrible fucking job I've ever had.
Yeah.
Well, you know how it is, and any infantry guy will fucking back us up on this. Is like the worst time of your life in the military is the best fucking memories.
Yeah, but
You know, like
the people that I talked to that were drill sergeants that were single,
yeah,
whatever it is what it is.
Yeah,
But the
sure.
people that were married and kids and had a family,
Yeah.
and they spent fucking 16-hour days for 4 fucking years or
Yeah.
however long their tour was on the trail.
Yeah.
Just fucking hating life.
Yeah.
And no fucking weekends, no holidays, and just fucking
Yeah.
miserable. Like, yeah.
yeah.
That's the part that sucks. I could see it'd be cool for like the first couple months. You're like, fuck yeah, super motivated. And then you're just like, okay.
I'd also like to go to your guys' Q course
Yeah.
for fucking like Green Beret Q course. I think that would have been a cool one, like to go over to the Army and fucking do that. I've always respected the way the Green Berets like process is of
Right.
like building them, because they build
Yeah.
Green Berets. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
they build special forces operators, but like even like the selection process, I've just respected it. It was like the one thing that I think the military did right. Which I was stoked when MARSOC came along and adapted that fucking
Right.
similar mentality where you could pass the entire fucking course.
And still fail.
But
And
if you're a
get
shit,
peered out,
if
yeah.
you're a shitbag, you're gone, homie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, and that happened to a good friend of mine. He made it all the way through fucking MARSOC fucking Q course. And
got
then
peered out.
he got booted for lack of maturity.
Oh, you
Because-
told me, you told
Because
that
he was a
story.
kid. And,
Yeah.
and granted, it was a kick in the ass for him, but hats off to the motherfucker. Like, he fucking went active. He went to college, got his degree, fucking went active duty, became a pilot. Now he flies C-130s.
Sweet.
You know what I mean? So like, I remember he was telling me the story when he was in OCS or TBS. After OCS, Marines go to TBS, the basic school. And that's where like they do all like their infantry shit and all
Yeah.
that and stuff before, like infantry officers go to IOC after TBS.
Yep.
And then like all the other guys go to like their respective schools, but they all do like land nav and shit there. And he's just in a sea of
crushing it.
just lost lieutenants, and he's like, loo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And they're like, why are you so fucking good at this? And he's like, oh, I did fucking pass the MARSOC Q course, man. It's like the hardest land nav fucking course on the planet. It's like, and I had it fucking knocked down. So like he fucking crushed it.
Yeah.
So it was like, dude, that thing prepared me to be a better leader as a lieutenant. He
Right.
goes, weirdly enough, I'm a pilot, so I'm not really a leader.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Yeah.
like,
once he gets out of the pilot part of it and he gains some rank, then he's in the leadership part.
I don't think he wants to go that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just likes flying, man.
You get in trouble just enough to keep the same rank so you
Fucking
can
A.
stay in a jet.
Fucking the Maverick fucking method, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Right, dude?
Like, I didn't want to get promoted out of the sniper section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I got demoted out of it.
I'm a fucking spotter now. It's bullshit.
That works too. Fuck it.
Then I got kicked out.
I think one of the best things that the military done, and a lot of people are gonna fucking probably talk shit about me or towards me for this, but go fuck yourself. It's a fucking Coast Guard, man. Like,
Yeah.
you join, you go to basic, they send you to a fucking unit, and you fuck off for almost an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, and you
until you decide what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And then they immediately give you orders and send you to school.
My boy decided what he wanted to do.
yeah.
And literally 4 days later, he had orders.
Like, how's that decision process work?
You
You just raise your hand one day and be like, I think I figured it out.
He joined to be aviation
Yeah.
maintenance or whatever. And he went in, did his year of non-rate time.
Yep.
And he could have stayed being a non-rate longer.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, I want to be an electrical technician. And his leadership or his chief, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right, and that takes care of that, says, well, the school's date is open. And 4 days later, he had orders, and a month later, he was
Now
there.
he's in school.
Yeah.
So he's going to be an ET.
Yeah.
That's going to be his rate, huh?
Yeah.
Phone home.
Fucking A.
He did that yesterday.
He did. Yeah.
How's he doing?
Good.
Is he enjoying the school?
Yeah. I mean, he's got his weekends off. He's got his car. So he's going out and doing shit. And
Nice.
having a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
We couldn't have cars during like SOI.
yeah.
weren't allowed to
Believe
have
it or
the
not,
cars.
I read his orders and
Yeah.
they're like, if you have a car, bring it. Like, they're like, we encourage it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not in the old active forces.
I,
No.
I was a holdover in RIP, and I finagled my way to get emergency leave because my sister was getting her appendix taken out.
wow.
You fucking
And
scared.
I got it. The only reason I got it approved is when I went up to my it was actually a Sergeant First Class Teakle, and he was in Mogadishu. And when I knocked on the door, I didn't think anything of it. And he called me into the office, and the only reason it got approved because his wife was there. And so I walked in, and I'm like shaking, shitting myself, like can't believe I'm about to fucking ass this. But I had a whole plan in my head. I'm gonna go back for a week. I'm gonna get my truck, get a whole bunch of other shit, drive back down with one of my buddies. We're gonna party our fucking ass off. He's gonna fly home, and I got my vehicle. Like, yeah, my sister gets her appendix, whatever. It's a fucking appendix. Like, she's gonna be
fucking
fine.
fine.
So I go in and I tell this story about my sister getting her appendix out, blah blah blah, and all this shit. And his wife like gave him the puppy dog eyes, like, you should really let him go on leave. And he just
You
had
can
like
tell
a
he's,
fuck it day.
Gritting his teeth.
Yeah.
Just like
He
looking at her like,
literally just had a fuck it day. And he like looked at me and he looked back at her and he looked at me and he's just like, "Yeah, you got your leave form?" I'm like, "Roger, Sergeant." I slid it on the desk, signed it, handed it back, and he's like, "Good to go."
Yes.
I just turned around and fucking left. I was like, I didn't even say thank you, didn't say shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like, I'm
holy
out.
fuck.
I'm not giving you an
Yeah,
opportunity
booked
to
the fucking plane ticket. That's gone.
Dude, fucking A.
Yeah.
There was one dude who got caught with a car. He had went home. He lived in L.A. So on the weekends from Pendleton, that's like hop, skip, and a jump, right?
Yeah.
So like he had like his buddy come down and pick him up, and they went up there. And he got his car, and he brings it down, and he parked it out in Oceanside, and then like took the loser cruiser back onto base,
Yeah.
right? Because he knew he was gonna get in trouble if he tried to drive it on base, right? And he was doing that for a couple weeks. And then he's getting gas one day at a gas station, and the fucking and Gunny pulls up next to him, gets out, and he's like, "Whose is that?" And he's like, "I'm borrowing it, Gunny." And he's like, "You supposed to be driving?" And he's like, "No, Gunnery Sergeant." He's like, "Come see me Monday." And he's like,
fuck.
"Roger that." Kid got fucking punked. He got punked. Well, then, I mean, honestly, it's like, what could they really fucking do?
Yeah.
You know, like
Like, I didn't know if I could have a vehicle or not, but I had one.
yeah.
Like,
Well, that's all, when it all came out, I was like, bro, you should have just fucking parked it in the barracks parking lot, like the permanent personnel barracks parking lot, and just let it sit there until you graduated.
yeah.
And then like you were getting, he was a reservist,
Yeah.
so it's like, bro, you were staying here. You
Yeah.
fucking graduate, walk over to that parking lot, get in your car, and fucking roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck are you doing driving it around like an idiot?
Yeah,
And I was just
I
like,
parked mine in 3rd Ranger Battalion parking lot. Nobody fucking said 2 words about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't fucking know.
No.
You know, it's a car in a parking lot.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
And half those cars don't fucking move anyways.
Yeah. Oh, dude, especially like deployments and stuff.
Yeah.
Dudes would just leave their car there,
Yeah.
put a little fucking sign on the inside, deployed. And they'd be like, oh, that guy's deployed. It was funny because like they would do like barracks renovations and shit while they were gone. And they'd be like, these guys need to move their cars. And they're like, those guys are in Iraq. Go fuck yourself. And they'd be like, oh, fuck.
Go let them know they got to move their
Yeah,
fucking car.
right. Yeah, they'd be like, they're not fucking moving their car, dude. Fuck out of here. Jesus. Well, I think that wraps this debate up there, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nice and easy, right? Bottom line is, I think we'd like to save lives jumping out of planes or just jumping out of planes or scuba diving. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like. Fuck.
But cool shit.
Cool shit.
Nobody really wants to do leadership shit. We just want to do cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that shit. Yeah. I went to the staff academy and I did sergeant's course and corps course and all that shit. Like, nobody wants to do that shit.
I got out as an E5 sergeant, and I didn't go to a single leadership school. It was so nice.
Do you guys have like an NCO creed or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know it.
No?
Yeah.
You
we
do?
had one.
Yeah, we did.
Did you ever know it?
I knew it at one time.
Yeah.
I don't know now.
I still remember the Marine Corps NCO creed.
Yeah, I got
It's, like,
I
stuck
got
in my
promoted to
head.
sergeant when I was in Iraq. When I got back, they tried to give me orders to
PLDC.
PLDC, Primary
Yeah.
Leadership Development School. Now
Yeah.
it's BLC, and we got back from Iraq in February. My ETS day was August.
Yeah.
And I had 60 something days terminal leave. And I'm like, look, like you give me whatever orders you want to give me, but I'm getting the fuck out. Like, and
This
I'm
is
not
what you
showing
need
up
to
to
know
this
is
fucking
happening.
bullshit leadership school. Like, well, you're an NCO. You have to go. And I'm like, well, then like you can't demote me because I'm not going to go to the school because I'm ETSing.
Yeah.
Like, you try, but send me the paperwork. I'll be in Arizona. You know?
Like, fucking,
But yeah, never had to go to any, because usually in the Army, you're an E4P, you're up for points to get promoted, and then they send you to your BLC or PLDC, whatever time frame you were in, and then once you graduate that leadership school, then you get pinned E5. Didn't happen to me.
No,
remember
because
that.
Iraq happened.
yeah,
and
remember
like,
in the Marine Corps, an E4, a corporal is an NCO.
Well, the Army, the same thing.
Yeah.
You can either be a specialist or a corporal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have specialists, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's like fucking,
Yeah.
you pick up E4, you get your blood stripes, you're fucking NCO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
We had a buddy of ours. He was a specialist, and he was all super pumped, whatever, cool. And then they promoted him to corporal, and he was like that for a good amount of time. And he's like, "This is fucking bullshit."
well, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, nobody likes the corporal. It's like,
Well, no,
it's the buddy fucker rank.
Pretty much. And he's an NCO, but he doesn't get to pay for it.
Yeah, so he gets
Yeah.
like fucking, he has to shit on everybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
They get stuck in all the leadership spots
Yeah.
because the sergeants are lazy and they're fucking delegating down, you
Right.
know, like, yeah. That's the same as fucking corporal in the Marine Corps. Sounds right. Sounds right. I don't know. Well, then like our staff NCOs start as a staff sergeant, as an E6, we're a staff NCO.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys don't really count it until they're E7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. E7's above senior NCOs.
Yeah. If you call a fucking staff sergeant of the Marine Corps an NCO, he'll fucking flip shit.
Yeah.
Like he'll
So-
be like, that's fucking
So what do you call them?
staff NCOs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's just like how, like, you know, you would see like a sergeant first class, you guys would call him sergeant. Right?
You know what they call them in the Air Force?
Huh.
The top three.
The top three.
Because in the Air Force, once you get E78 and E9,
Yeah.
you get top rockers.
Yep.
Or you get chevrons on top.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You get roofs on your house.
Yep.
That's
'Cause
weird.
everything else is it's a rocker or
Yeah.
an upside down chevron, or however you want to say it. And then they start getting
They got weird
chevrons
fucking
on top
ranks, dude.
once they get the top three. But they have a top three. It's fucking stupid. It really is.
Well, like, so in the Navy, like a chief gets like the fucking anchor or whatever. So that's like your E7.
Yeah.
And then a senior chief gets a star above it. And then a master chief has 2 stars above it.
Okay.
And that's how you like, that's like their top 3, right? Whereas us, master sergeant, first sergeant is E8, you know, gunny.
Same,
yeah,
So
yeah.
gunny, master sergeant, first sergeant, just like
Yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
And then we have sergeant major and master guns.
Yeah.
But instead of just changing, like, you know how you guys just change the middle?
Yeah.
Like they just get a star, it's the same amount of rockers.
Yeah.
We get an extra rocker. So like our sergeant majors and master guns have 4 rockers.
Our sergeant major gets a wreath around his star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the command sergeant major, right?
No.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we had to learn everybody's fucking ranks.
Yeah. We did too, but I just fucking didn't care.
Yeah, it's
Like I
fucking-
learned enough to pass whatever I had to pass, and then I'm fucking brain dump everybody else except for the Army.
You want to know a school I'd like to get rid of? Us learning the fucking Air Force ranks. Let me tell you how much that fucking worked out. Jesus. Like, share, subscribe, smash all those fucking buttons. Boys, I'm going to raise my glass, say thank you for being my freedom friend. Whether you're jumping out of planes, scuba diving, or fucking saving lives, doing all of the above, we're glad that you're fucking listening to this mediocre show. Brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FreedomFriends. Squeeze yourself that sweet 15% off. And of course, our buddies over at owellness.us for all your CBD needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Get your quarter off your order over there. And there's really, you know, besides tell your mom,
Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah, and your mom's friends. It's not a butthole scarf. Fine.
It's just legs wrapped around Dave's face.
It's
Yeah.
just a butt
Yes.
that you can wear like a scarf.
I think he just wants like meat curtains. I just picture like a meat curtain mask.
Nah.
Let me say it again slowly for y'all in the back. It's a butt that you wear like a scarf.
So you're
There's
like,
no meat curtains. The butthole's in there, but it doesn't act like a scarf.
so you got cheeks.
Yes.
It's cheeks for your cheeks.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's like this.
Yeah. Exactly. It's exactly like that. Yep.
I appreciate that.
I like cheeks for your cheeks.
Cheeks for your cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should start a new nonprofit.
Cheeks for cheeks.
We got to catch you a little jingle, put it on.
Why are you guys getting all these whores?
XM
Tax
radio.
write-off.
It's market research.
Market research tax write-off. There's a debate topic next week. Inappropriate nonprofits. Production's giving me a thumbs up. So yeah, tell your mom, tell your friends, all that shit. Really, just 3 things that we highly, highly encourage around here. And that's the smoke on, Scott.
Drink on.
And God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.
As you drink my drink.
You
Mine's
were
empty.
drinking it.
Big fucking bottle right there.
I didn't have time.
Y'all definitely have COVID now.
Can't catch herpes twice. Fuck it.